Hello grade ones, welcome to this maths lesson brought to you by WorksheetCloud. My name is Teacher Di and I'm really glad that you're here with me today. We're going to do some super fun money maths today. And if you have any extra questions while I'm teaching, you can ask your mum or dad to send an email to the address on the screen now, grade1@worksheetcloud.com, and I'll do my best to get back to you. Okay, let's start. We're going to be doing maths today and it's all about money. How exciting, South African money. Before we get started, we have to do some numbers to warm up our brains. And the numbers today that we're going to be practicing are very important for later on during the lesson. Okay, so let's warm up our brains really well today because we're going to need these numbers for later on in the lesson. We are going to count in tens. Now, counting in tens means that we count number 10, then we plus 10. 10 plus 10 is 20. Plus 10 is 30. Plus 10 is 40. Plus 10 is 50. Because each row in this 100 block have 10 numbers. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's plus 10. We've got 10 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 gets us to 20. Let's do it again. 20 plus another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is 30. And by now we don't need to count every time. We can trust that each row does have 10 numbers. So we can say 30 plus 10 is 40. 40 plus 10 is 50. Let's count in tens again. Can you count with me? Let's start. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Well done. Okay, what number is this? How many fingers? 5, that's right, and that's number 5. Can you read the word 5? Let's see. 5. Very good. Starts with a F, and there's a V in the middle. 5. What number is this? How many eggs in that box? 6. That's right. There's the number 6. Can you read the word? 6. Very good. 6 eggs, number 6. Word X, 6. What number's next? How does this picture show us the number? It's a rainbow, and how many colors in a rainbow? Yes, 7. Can you read that word? S-E-V-E-N, 7. And here's the number symbol, 7. There are lots of ways of writing 7. You can write the word or the symbol, or you can draw it in a picture. 7. Okay, one more. Guess the number. 8. That's right. How many legs does an octopus have? 8 legs. Can you read this word? 8. Now, sounding it out isn't going to help us because it has a fancy sound in the middle that we might not know. 8. I tell my grade ones when we're trying to spell it, we look at the letter and we say a fatty and a thinny and a g-h-t. Here we go. A big letter, a tiny letter, and a g-h-t. And here's the number symbol, 8. Well done. Okay, as I said, today we're talking all about money. Do you have a piggy bank? It can be any animal. My son has an Eeyore, and it's got a little slit in the top where you pop in all the coins that you find on the ground or your aunties give you. You pop them in, and then one day when you really want something, you take them all out and you add it up and you go buy yourself that toy you've always wanted. Okay, today we're talking about money. But we're not talking about coins, we're talking about notes, bank notes. How much money is this? There's a number on here. 10. It's 10 rand. It's South African money. Every country has its own money, and in South Africa our money is called rand. Rand and cents. In America, it's called dollars. In the UK, it's called pounds. In Europe, it's called euros. But in South Africa, we call it rand. So this is 10 rand. And whose picture is on this banknote? Do you know? Nelson Mandela. He's on all of our banknotes. And why is he? Who was he? He's one of our famous presidents. A few presidents ago was Nelson Mandela, and he had an important message for all of us, and that is love and forgiveness is very important. And so we think he's a fantastic person to have on a note of money to remind us of that important message. And so we have Nelson Mandela over here. And if you flip that note over, what will you see on the other side? His face isn't on the other side as well. It's an animal. It's a rhinoceros. If you look on a 10 Rand banknote, you'll see Nelson Mandela on one side and a rhinoceros on the other, a rhino. Okay, let's look at the next number. It's 20 Rand. There's the 20, and our currency is in rands. And who have we got on the front? Yes, Nelson Mandela. And on the back of that note we'll find, can you guess the animal? An elephant. Yes, we had a rhinoceros on the 10 Rand note and an elephant on this one. What color was the 10 Rand note? Green. And what color is this one? Kind of a goldy, yellowy, orangey color, browny color even. You're going to have to color in these notes for your activity after the lesson, so take note. Note. Next one. We don't have a 30 Rand note. We've got a 10, a 20, and then the pink one is 50 Rand. That's a lot of money. And here we've got Madiba on the side, and on the other side of this note we've got what animal? A lion for this big money. 50 Rand notes are pink, and they have a picture of a lion on them. What note is next? Do we have a 60 Rand note? How about 70, 80, 90, 100? Yes, the next note up is 100 Rand. Why don't we have a 60 Rand note? Well, it would just be too many. We can make 60 up using a 50 Rand and a 10 Rand because 50 plus 10 equals 60. So if we owe 60 Rand, we don't have one note to give, but we can make it up in lots of other ways. So the next biggest one is 100, and look at the color. It's blue. Nelson Mandela on the one side, and what animal on the other one? Do you know? Can you guess? It's a buffalo. Whoa, look at this big strong animal with these huge horns for this big number, 100 Rand notes. And who can guess the final note for today? Can you guess? What's bigger than 100 Rand? 200 Rand, yes. Here's the 200 Rand, quite similar to the 20 Rand color. And we've got Madiba on the one side, and what's on the other? Yes, a leopard. Look at that. Oh, this is a big number. 200 Rand on one note. Imagine having that. So here we go. We've got the leopard on the side of the 200 Rand note and Nelson Mandela on the other. Let's see if you can remember them. The 10 Rand note is green with what animal? Yes, a rhinoceros. The 20 Rand note is this browny yellowy color, and what animal? Elephant. Did you remember? How about the pink one? How much is that? 50 Rand. And what is on this note? What animal? It's the lion. How about the blue one? How much is that worth? 100 Rand. And what animal is on here? The buffalo. Let's look at this note over here. The last one, the 200 Rand. It's very fast. What is it? It's a leopard. Yes, the leopard note. Okay, let's do some money sums before we finish using all the things we've learned. Okay, I get 10 Rand pocket money every week. So you get one of those green notes every week. Wowee! How much money will I have in 4 weeks? If I put my 10 Rand in my piggy bank every week, I don't spend it, I save my money. How much will I have in 4 weeks? 10, another 10, another 10, another one. Week 1, 2, 3, 4. How much will that be? Shall we count in tens? Remember I said that was going to be important. Let's add this up. 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 equals 10 rand, 10 rand. 10, 20, 30, 40. Yes, the answer is 40. I spot a problem though. It is 40, but when we're doing money sums, we mustn't forget to add in the rand sign. Yes, otherwise your teacher will actually mark it wrong. Did you know that if you're doing a money sum and you forget the rand, it's wrong, because 10 rand plus 10 rand plus 10 rand plus 10 rand isn't 40. 40 apples? 40 sweets? No, 40 rand. And that's why you must always remember to add in the rand when you're doing money sums. Okay, next. I bought a packet of chips for 5 rand, a lollipop for 2 rand, and a cool drink for 3 rand. How much money did I spend? Well, I've got a packet of chips for 5 rand, a lollipop for 2 rand, and a cool drink for 3 rand. How much money did I spend? Okay, well, let's see. I've got 5 rand plus 2 rand plus 3 rand. And how much is that? Well, let's add it up. 5 plus 2 plus another 3. How much does that equal? Yes, 10 rand. Well done. It equals 10 rand. There we go. 5 rand plus 2 rand plus 3 rand equals 10 rand. And now we can do money sums because we understand all about South African money and rands. Very good. Well done, and I hope you enjoyed that lesson as much as I did. There's lots of other fun activities on WorksheetCloud for you to go and look at, and you can download the activity that I've prepared for you right now. Have a lovely day, grade ones, and I hope I'll see you again soon.